In today's fast-paced world, success is often judged too quickly and superficially. When someone rapidly climbs the corporate ladder, launches a thriving business, or owns impressive assets at a young age, society tends to label them as brilliant or highly capable without a second thought. But beneath the surface of that dazzling success lies an important question that is often overlooked. Are they truly skilled and competent, or were they simply in the right place at the right time? We are easily swayed by outcomes. We see the house, the title, the lifestyle, and we assume those things are a direct reflection of a person's talent or work ethic. But what we often ignore is the journey behind those results. Did this person develop their skills over years of persistence? Were they granted unique opportunities others didn't have? Was there an element of luck or privilege involved that sped up their success? Success is rarely the product of a single factor. Instead, it is a complex equation that often includes a mix of real ability, opportunity, timing, and sometimes sheer coincidence. Yet, in a society obsessed with quick wins and viral stories, we often admire without question and follow without analysis. We elevate people to role model status without understanding what actually got them there. That's why it's more important than ever to pause and ask critical questions. What is the difference between someone who is genuinely capable and someone who just happened to be lucky? How can we distinguish sustainable success built on real talent from fleeting fame built on temporary circumstances? To truly understand success, we must move beyond the glamour of results and look deeper into the process. It's not about being skeptical or cynical, it's about being discerning. Because only when we learn to tell the difference between true skill and fortunate timing can we begin to shape a more honest, empowering definition of what it means to succeed. 2. What is true capability, and why it's more sustainable than luck? True capability, what we might call real skill or competence, is the sum of a person's knowledge, skills, mindset, and perseverance, all of which are developed through consistent effort over time. It's not something you're born with fully formed, nor is it something you acquire overnight. It's cultivated through years of learning, making mistakes, adapting, and growing. A person with real capability isn't just successful once. They're able to replicate success across different situations, industries, or stages of life. Whether it's solving complex problems, adapting to new environments, or learning new things on the fly, they possess an inner toolkit that allows them to stay resilient and relevant. True capability is what enables someone to recover when things go wrong. While luck may help you win once, it doesn't teach you how to win again. People with true ability can start over if needed, build from scratch, and still reach the top, not because the circumstances are easy, but because their foundation is solid. They understand processes, not just results. They have developed patterns of thinking, decision-making, and execution that allow them to face adversity and still come out stronger. In contrast, luck is often spontaneous, unpredictable, and out of our control. It can come in the form of being at the right place at the right time, knowing the right person, or benefiting from a situation that others couldn't have foreseen. While luck can give someone a head start or a temporary boost, it doesn't guarantee long-term success, because once the luck fades or conditions change, the lack of underlying ability becomes obvious. Think of it like a building. Luck is the beautiful facade that might catch attention, but true capability is the foundation. Without a strong base, no matter how impressive the exterior is, the structure won't withstand storms or pressure. But when the foundation is solid, even if the outside takes damage, it can always be rebuilt stronger and better than before. This is why real skill and perseverance always outlast luck in the long run. They're not as glamorous or instant, but they are dependable, adaptable, and resilient. And in a world where change is constant, those qualities are far more valuable than a one-time stroke of luck. 3. What is luck, and why we shouldn't underestimate its role? While it's tempting to credit all success to hard work and talent, dismissing the role of luck in the equation is not only unfair, it's also inaccurate. Luck, though intangible and unpredictable, often plays a crucial part in shaping a person's path to success. Being in the right place at the right time, meeting a mentor who opens doors, being born into a stable family, or even launching a product just as the market is ready for it. These are all forms of luck that can create significant turning points in someone's journey. There are countless individuals with remarkable intelligence, work ethic, and ambition who don't achieve the recognition or opportunities they deserve simply because the right circumstances never align for them. On the other hand, some people with average skill or effort may find themselves elevated by a timely connection, an economic trend, or a random encounter that changes everything. In that sense, luck acts like the wind. Some people sail farther not because they row harder, but because they catch a stronger breeze. That said, luck by itself is rarely enough. The important distinction lies in how one responds to it. When luck brings opportunity, only those with the readiness and competence to seize it will turn it into lasting success. This is where luck and ability intersect. If you're unprepared, even the best opportunities may slip through your fingers. Think of someone who wins the lottery but has no financial literacy. They may be rich for a moment, but without the skills to manage wealth, that fortune often disappears quickly. Contrast that with someone who gets a lucky break-up promotion, a chance to present to a big client, but also has the skills and mindset to rise to the occasion. In their hands, luck becomes leverage. Therefore, the wise approach is not to glorify or demonize luck, but to respect it. Don't rely on it, but don't ignore it either. People who achieve sustainable success are usually those who combine readiness with responsiveness. They don't sit and wait for luck, but when it comes, they're already prepared to make the most of it. In this way, luck becomes not the whole story, but a catalyst amplifying the capabilities that are already there. In the bigger picture, acknowledging the role of luck also makes us more humble. It reminds us not to look down on those who struggle, because sometimes they simply didn't get the wind behind them. And it also reminds us not to become arrogant about our own achievements, because somewhere along the way, we too were lifted by a moment of chance. 4. Signs of a truly competent person. So how can we distinguish between someone who's truly capable and someone who's simply riding a wave of luck or favorable circumstances? While surface-level achievements can be deceiving, there are certain qualities and behaviors that consistently point to genuine competence. These are the traits that persist even when luck fades, markets shift, or the environment becomes challenging. Consistent performance across different contexts. A person with real ability doesn't just succeed once. They tend to deliver solid results across multiple situations, whether it's at a new company, in a different role, or even in another industry. Their success is not limited to a single lucky project or one-off opportunity. It follows them because it comes from within. You'll often see these individuals adapt and thrive regardless of external changes, proving that their skills are transferable and their mindset is growth-oriented, problem-solving, and adaptability. Truly competent people are not thrown off by unexpected problems. In fact, they often rise to their best during times of uncertainty. Rather than panicking, they assess the situation, break it down into manageable parts, and seek solutions either through their own resourcefulness or by knowing when to seek help. This flexibility is key in an ever-changing world. They don't get stuck blaming external factors. Instead, they focus on what they can do and learn from every situation. Deep understanding, not just surface knowledge. Someone with real ability doesn't just repeat what they've heard or mimic what they've seen. They understand the why behind what they do. Their knowledge is layered, and they can explain concepts clearly to others, adapt methods based on new data, and innovate when needed. They don't just follow the rules, they understand the system deeply enough to improve it. Humility coupled with confidence. An underrated sign of competence is a balanced ego. People who truly know their value don't need to overcompensate. They're confident but also open to feedback. They acknowledge what they don't know and are willing to learn. This humility actually makes them more effective because it allows them to collaborate, grow, and lead without the need to prove themselves constantly. The ability to build others up. Competent people don't just shine on their own, they elevate others. They're often generous with their time, mentorship, or knowledge. rather than being threatened by others' success, they support it, which is why they're often found at the center of strong teams and successful projects. Their leadership isn't just about direction, it's about empowerment. Rebounding after failure. Failure is inevitable, but how a person responds to it says a lot about their inner strength. Someone with real ability doesn't collapse when things go wrong. They reflect, reassess, and rebuild. They use failure as a teacher, not a verdict. If someone has bounced back from a major setback stronger than before, that's a powerful indicator of both competence and resilience. In short, true capability is less about the applause we hear today, and more about the quiet, consistent qualities that carry a person forward over time. When assessing others or ourselves, it's worth looking beyond the highlight reels to see the depth, discipline, and mindset that truly sustain success. 5. When luck creates the illusion of success. In some cases, luck becomes a deceptively sweet trap. A person might rise to fame overnight thanks to a viral video, or their spontaneous idea might unexpectedly strike a chord with the market. These moments can feel like success, and to the outside world, they certainly look like it. But without the actual ability to sustain that success, without the skill, knowledge, and discipline to meet growing expectations, it all fades just as quickly as it arrived. Just like a student who happens to pass an important exam by pure chance, the illusion shatters once they enter the real world and are asked to perform consistently. Luck in itself is not inherently bad, but if we aren't mentally grounded, it can cloud our self-awareness. Temporary praise may lead us to believe we're more capable than we truly are. This illusion becomes dangerous when it prevents us from doing the hard work to grow. And the larger the illusion, the harder the fall when reality hits. 6. Why society often confuses talent with timing. One of the main reasons society tends to mistake fortunate timing for true talent is that we are only shown the results, the polished highlight reels, while the process behind those results remains hidden. We see someone with a house, a luxury car, a thriving career, and we assume it's all due to exceptional skill. What we don't see are the countless hours of learning, the late nights of trial and error, the failures that didn't make it to social media. Conversely, some truly capable individuals remain unnoticed simply because they lack self-promotion skills. They may not know how to package their progress for Instagram, or they choose not to participate in the performance culture of online validation. As a result, they're overlooked, despite being far more resilient and capable in real-world scenarios. Social media and modern media amplify this confusion. A single viral moment can lead to public praise and even idolization, while years of silent dedication remain unseen and uncelebrated. This is why those who think critically must learn to look deeper beyond curated images, beyond flashy headlines, to understand the real substance behind someone's success. 7. Real success is built on both ability and opportunity. Sustainable success rarely comes from one single factor. You can be extremely capable, but if you're never given the right opportunities, your talent might never get the spotlight it deserves. On the other hand, if you stumble into a great opportunity without the skill set to maintain it, your rise will likely be short-lived. True excellence happens when ability meets timing. When a person who has worked hard and prepared thoroughly encounters the right opportunity, the results are often transformative. It's not just about being lucky. It's about being ready when luck knocks on the door. That's what makes the difference between a fleeting moment of glory and a lasting legacy. So instead of asking, which matters more, skill or luck, the smarter approach is to focus on what we can control. We can't predict luck, but we can prepare ourselves for it. Work on your craft, strengthen your mindset, and grow your skill sets so that when the right opportunity does appear, you'll be fully equipped to seize it and turn it into something long-lasting. 8. Conclusion. Success is rarely an accident. At the end of the day, what truly matters is this: never lie to yourself about what success really means. It's easy to be swept away by the highlight reels of others, those who rise quickly, go viral overnight, or seem to leap from one impressive milestone to the next with ease. But timelines are deceptive. Just because someone else achieves something before you doesn't mean you're behind. Life isn't a race, and success isn't a standardized path. We each move at a different pace, often shaped by unseen factors, circumstances, opportunities, timing, or yes, even pure chance. Likewise, just because you're experiencing a lucky break today, a promotion, a win, a moment of praise, doesn't mean you've reached the finish line. Complacency is a trap that follows sudden success. What truly separates those who flourish long-term from those who fade is the commitment to keep growing even when things are going well. Real success demands sustainability, and sustainability requires depth. Because here's the truth, true success isn't about winning once. It's about having the ability to win again and again and again. It's the capacity to adapt, to rebuild, to innovate, to persist. The kind of success that endures comes not from external conditions lining up perfectly, but from internal foundations, your mindset, your discipline, your resilience, and your skills. These are things no one can take from you. They're built, earned, and refined through experience. When you possess real ability, you no longer wait for the stars to align. You create your own constellation. You make meaning out of chaos. You make progress even when others only see obstacles. You become the kind of person who not only survives storms, but learns to sail better because of them. In a world obsessed with results, likes, awards, and applause, be the person who values the process. Honor the quiet hours of practice, the setbacks no one sees, the growth that happens slowly. Because while luck might open a door, only substance, real, tested, unwavering substance, will keep you inside. So don't compare your journey to others. Don't let a moment of good fortune lull you into stagnation. And don't let a slow season convince you you're not enough. Keep sharpening your tools. Keep showing up, keep growing. Because when preparation meets opportunity, what happens next won't be an accident. It will be the natural result of everything you've become. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.